my fantastic sports update for what's going on right now in sports. Okay, now the New York Rangers made a signing today of Henrik Lundqvist signing a 7-year, $59 million extension. This was a move the New York Rangers absolutely had to do, I think. Look, 7 years a lot, yeah, but this guy is a fighter. I think he's got it in him. He really does have it in him to go all those 7 years. To know if he'll be as good as he's normally been, we don't know in the future. But Henrik Lundqvist, for the most part, has been the backbone to the New York Rangers. They go as he goes. If he has a bad game, they lose. But Henrik Lundqvist has won the New York Rangers so many games on his play alone in the past. He was deserving of a big contract. I still believe he's the best goalie in the NHL. I think with this new contract, he will become a new man after this contract. To know that I think he'll be comfortable with the fact, knowing from now on he will be in New York. He will be in New York for all these years. I think he will be very comfortable with that. I think with Cam Talbot actually breathing down his neck, he's even going to have to step his game up even more. Alain Vigneault is no stranger to goalie controversies, but with what happened in Vancouver with Roberto Luongo and Corey Schneider, who is now a member of the New Jersey Devils. Tortorella doesn't have that problem in Vancouver because he just starts Luongo. But that being said, Talbot, he got his first taste of reality. He allowed 4 goals. I mean, Winnipeg won 5-2, but that was an empty net. He allowed 4 goals to a Winnipeg team who's not too good right now. The New York Rangers, though, this was a move. They really do go as Henrik Lundqvist goes. He has not been his best this year, and they're 14-14. Really, the New York Rangers, what they really need to do is get another score. I don't know how they're going to do it, but it's just like when you see the way they play against Vancouver, and then you see how they play against Winnipeg. Well, I mean, that was a close game, and they just pulled away at the end. It wasn't all that bad as the score suggests. But they just can't muster out. They did start 3-8. They were off to a really bad start the year. So the fact that they are 500 now is good considering how bad they were at the beginning of the season. But they got to get some consistency with this team, seriously. I mean, they can't look so good against Vancouver and then play a dud game like they did against Winnipeg. I mean, they're 2 years removed from being a great team balance of great defense. I know this is a new coach. I really know that. They're just only 2 years removed from being the best team in the Eastern Conference during the regular season and 2 points away from the President's Trophy winners. It's a lot of these guys are the same guys, actually. I know they made a trade for Gaborik and they trade for Nash, and they traded away Gaborik, but it's a lot of the same personnel. This team is good enough to absolutely compete with absolutely anybody in the National Hockey League. You just rewarded your all-star goalie with a big contract. Front office did their part, Henrik. As long as Vigneault gives you your shot, puts you in net, it's your job now, Henrik, to be Henrik Lundqvist. And if Henrik Lundqvist is Henrik Lundqvist, it's the guys in front of Henrik Lundqvist to do their jobs. Score some goals for the guy. I mean, as good as he can be and as good as he normally is, he can't do it all by himself. If the Rangers were to average 3 goals a night, fantastic. They only average 2, though. Lundqvist it does happen in hockey. The guy does allow a slip in every once in a while. For the most part, though, he keeps the Rangers in it. He really does. Because he's Henrik Lundqvist. He's that good. This year it's been different, though, and you see other teams only 14-14 because of it. Your move now, defensemen and forwards. Your move. This man will be new. Will be a different player now. Will be much better than he has been this season. I know it. It's on the other guys now. All right, I'm just going to take another short break, and then we'll finish up with my update, and then we'll wrap up. Thank you all for tuning in once again.